Have you ever watched My Hero Academia and look at Class 1A and think to yourself, how did this one make it to Class 1A? How did this person even pass the practical exam and even get over those robots? Now, the truth is, they all did. They're all in Class 1A, so they had to have in some way, shape, or form been able to pass that test, unless they were Todoroki or Momo who got in through, recommendations. But just looking at the practical exam, it doesn't feel like some of these characters should have been able to actually pass that test, even though I know they all did. So I kind of want to go through the list of the, characters in Class 1A and think about it. Could this character really actually pass that practical exam? Now, mind you, the practical exam is already bull to begin with. It pretty much only favors power type and really offensive quirk type characters. So, and which was even said by Aizawa, which is the reason why Shinso wasn't able to actually make into any of the hero courses. A guy with brainwashing powers could not make into a hero course because he couldn't beat robots. Yeah, this power is gonna work on pretty much every villain who's not a robot, so it's crazy he couldn't make it. With that said, how did Aizawa even pass that test? I mean, his power is to turn off quirks, so how did he even beat any of those robots? And I know some of you are gonna be like, well, he's great in hand-to-hand combat, but for those of you who didn't watch Vigilantes, you probably don't know that Aizawa didn't really become good in the, CQC until he actually enrolled in UA. So I don't know how he passed the test. I don't even know how Midnight passed it. She can't put the robots to sleep. This whole practical exam, how did so many people make it? And the thing is, maybe they didn't have that exam during their time, but if they then included it, that was still dumb because so many of these characters cannot pass and they should. But you know what? We're gonna go through Class 1A and I'm gonna just see, should this character have really been able to actually pass the exam or not? All right, I got my list right here, and there's a lot of students to go through, so let's see. And of course, the first one on the list is Izuku Midoriya. So, could he have really, passed that test? Yeah, pretty much. He has one for all. Yeah, all he has to do was just punch one robot and he could pass the test. It's believable that he can pass this test. All he needs to do is just get 1 point. I see no issue with Izuku in Class 1A. That's just it. That's just so simple. Next, we have Katsuki Bakugo. Of course, dude can make explosions. Yeah, that could beat robots. Yeah, there's no world where he wouldn't be able to pass this exam. Next, we have Shoto Todoroki, and of course, he was gonna pass. I mean, he didn't have to, but he would have easily passed. I mean, ice power, fire power, he wasn't using fire at the time. Ice was just good enough, and we saw during the, athletic, competition thing, he beat, the 0-point robot bosses very, very easily. This is not even up for question. Next, we have Ochako Uraraka. She's kind of iffy. Yeah. You know what? I can see it. Yeah. All she has to do is just touch a robot, lift it really, really high, and then drop it from a high place. I can completely believe that she could make it a Class 1A. Next, we have Tenya Ida, and yeah, it's pretty simple. He could just kick really, really hard. He's really, really fast. There's no issues with him being able to get to Class A, which is kind of a sweep right now. I kind of thought this would be a little bit more, tougher. How did these... in my brain, there's so many, characters of Class 1A that's how did you make it? But so far, we're getting all the ones who look like they really could have made it pretty easily. Next, we have Tsuyu, and yeah, she can kick pretty hard. She could probably grab a robot with her tongue and fling it and break it. It's iffy. It's like Ochako. I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I can completely see how it could be done. So yeah, I think that's an easy pass. Next, we have Kirishima, and yeah, that's pretty easy. Turns hard, punches through a robot. Yeah, that's pretty easy. I can easily see him going into Class 1A, no problem at all. Next, we have Momo, my dear sweet Momo. Yes, she should be able to easily pass this test. Would the series actually allow her to? I don't know, because for some reason she's written like she's one of the worst characters. She's written like she's a complete support character when she is an absolute freaking fiend, or at least she should be. There should be no reason why Momo can't just make a cannon and just destroy them, or make a grenade or flamethrowers or anything to that degree. There's no reason why Momo shouldn't be able to pass this test. Next, we have Kaminari, and yeah, that's a pretty easy one. I think he could just shock, short circuit a robot, and that's it. He'll probably only get 1 point because he's only gonna be one enemy because he's just gonna go brain dead after that. But yeah, there's no problem with Kaminari being able to actually do this. And it's crazy, more of these students are legitimately look like they should have passed this test. I thought this was going to be a lot rougher, but we got a lot more to go through. Next, we have Tokoyami. Even in the daytime, I see no problem with him being able to use Dark Shadow to be able to beat a low-level robot. Next, we have Jiro. Without any equipment, I don't see how Jiro's earphone jacks actually get her to Class 1A. I think when she is enrolled and she does get the proper props, then sure. Otherwise, what's she gonna do? Stick a robot with an earphone jack? What is that gonna do? I think Jiro with a support equipment can absolutely win, because she could pretty much do what President Mike does, and then, you know, have like her heartbeat like radiate all this like sound and be able to destroy the robot. I can completely see that. But just being enrolled as a middle schooler going to try to go to high school without any equipment and just the earphone jacks, Jiro's not passing, especially when you look at like people in class 1B. How did Jiro make it over like Shinozaki with her vines and stuff like that? Like, I don't see how so many, I mean, goodness, I'm thinking about it now. All the like the people in like class 1B, and you also got Tetsu, like he's in 1B and she's in 1A. This is what I'm talking about. When it's like, dude, this don't make sense. Jiro, I'm gonna give an excellent. There's no way I see Jiro passing without any equipment, and they didn't have equipment during that stage of the test, except for Aoyama, because he's rich and his wasn't provided by the school. So his I could at least understand. Next we have Mina Ashido. She has acid. Yeah, she's passing that test. Yeah, I don't see how she can't pass that test. Next we have Yuga Aoyama. Yeah, we've seen him do it. He has lasers. I mean, he has a really, really bad downside for his quirk, but yeah, he can laser a robot. I see no reason why he wouldn't be able to pass a test. I still think he's kind of more class 1B material, but I can see him passing a test. Next, we have Rikido Sato. Who is that? Well, that's probably what most of you are saying. That's the Sugar Rush guy who literally had nothing in the series. I don't even know why he's in this show. He literally supplied nothing of substance at all. With that said, his ability does give him super strength, so I can see him punching through a robot. But yeah, he's just there just to... they just needed to fill seats. I don't know why he's in this show at all. They did nothing with him. Next on the list is Koda. No, not at all. He talks to animals. Unless there were gorillas in the testing facility, or bears, or a killer whale, or something to that degree. How did he pass? Think about the characters who are in class 1B. And Koda is seen as better to go into the top class. The guy who talks to animals. And think of all the people, even Mushroom Girl. What's her name? I know I have her Funko. Kinako. I have her Funko right there. She's better. You know what? I got a lot of class 1Bs. I got a pony right there as well. I mean, for goodness sakes. So many of these characters will be better than Koda. No. Big no. No freaking way he passes the test. Get out of here. Next, we have Ojiro. He has a big tail. I can see him smacking a robot and breaking into pieces. He's a tiny bit iffy. He doesn't have a great quirk whatsoever, even for Heteromorph, but I still think he could pass the test. Next, we have Shoji. Shoji is pretty strong. He can make multiple arms. I mean... I can definitely see him passing. There's no reason why he shouldn't. He's completely built to be offensive. He's a big guy too. There's no way he's not actually passing this test. Next, we have Sero. I mean, Sero's odd. I mean, he could capture a robot, but can he really destroy a robot? Is he strong enough to like be able to like grab a robot and then toss it and then break it against something? I'm up in the air about Sarah. I think he has one of the better quirks out there than, let's say, like Koda or Jiro. I think his is way better. He can basically be like Spider-Man swinging across things. I just don't think, practically, I don't think he can actually like pass the test. But I think he deserves to be a Class 1A student. Next, we have Toru. Yes, Invisible Girl. Nope, she's not passing. What is she gonna do? I know she can reflect light, but she would need to team up with somebody like Aoyama in order to be able to do it. Like, she's not. How does she pass the test? This is one of the ones. This is one of the ones I was talking about, where it's like, I look at her, I'm like, you're in class 1A. How did you pass the practical exam? There's no freaking way she beat a robot. Next, we have Mineta. It's like Sero, where I think he can trap a robot. I don't see how he beats the robot. I don't see how he gets the point. I think in the long run, he could stop the robots from moving, and I think that's pretty good for a hero. You know, if a whole bunch of enemies are charging, being able to stop them in place with his little pop-off ability, I think that works. I just don't see how he actually gets the points. I don't see it. There are characters here that there's no way they should get. Mineta is one of them. Sero is one of them, even though I think they still have better quirks than, let's say, Jiro, who should not be able to get any points at all. Or Toru, who there's no way she should get points at all. Or Koda, who there's no way he should be able to get points. But overall, I think most of the characters are justifiably in Class 1A, and I can see them actually being able to pass the practical exam. But there are some where I went through and there's no way. If you got an argument for why they should be able to, pass that test, then let me know. And if you guys want, I'm going to go through Class 1B as well, and we'll see which one of them should have been able to at least move up to Class 1A based on the test itself, the practical exam. Because again, Tetsu's in class 1B, and Koda is in class 1A. Toru's in class 1A. I mean, there's something skewed here. There's no way. I've seen a lot of these. There's that guy, the Beast Man guy, whatever his name is. How is he? How is he in 1B and Toru is in 1A? I don't know, but that practical exam, I don't get how some characters are in class 1A. I don't think it's justifiable. I think Hiroshiki was just like, I just need to put people in this class with different powers without even realizing how would they actually realistically be able to pass the practical exam. But that's all I got for you guys. Until next time, people. Peace out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's a brand new channel. I'm trying to build it up over here. If you got any other anime topics you want me to like discuss, because that's what I really want to do in this channel, discuss a lot of anime topics, then you let me know in the comment section. I'll see if I can get into that. And again, get in the comment section and let me know. Was I wrong about some of these? Which ones was I right about? If you're like, hey, dude, Jiro totally could have made it by doing A, B, C, D, and, E, then, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Peace out.